Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony from the sideline. Hall of Famer David Aldridge. So here's Miami's starting group. We've got Jordan. Chris Bosh is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's O'Neal in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Grizzlies, Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Then it's Morant. Then it's Williams. And it's Bane in at the 2 guard. Now here's Westbrook. He kicks it to O'Neal. Back to Westbrook. Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Way to showcase the court vision. Westbrook, I mean, he gets his teammates some wide open looks.
Morant against Westbrook. Jackson a screen on Westbrook. Morant drives in. Westbrook with the block. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Here's Bane, guarded by Jordan. Just 4 to shoot. Buries the long-range jumper.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Outside Jordan. Outside Westbrook. Outside Jordan. Takes a 3. And it's Russell Westbrook with the 3.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about it. The great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Morant surveying the D. And he gets the bucket.
Working through the lane, Morant uses change of speed to keep defenders at bay.
Here's Miami now. For 3, Westbrook. And again, Miami with the triple.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
And Jordan gets it to go.
And what you like there, Jordan never looks like he's rushing. Makes quick, solid decisions.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And stolen by Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
And the Grizzlies with possession here, following the score by Miami. Adams finds Jackson, looking to end the run. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. It's Jordan on the wing. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Outside Williams, stolen by Westbrook. Jordan with it. He's picked up by Morant. And the rejection by Jackson. Morant outside. Down low. And Jordan sends it back.
And one of the league's most effective shot blockers from that guard position. Jordan can do it and help defense or on the ball.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Miami.
They deserve a lot of credit for the defense they've played in the paint here early. Contesting shots, blocking shots, just making life difficult on the opposing shooters in general.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
The shot's good from Jordan.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Bane passes to Morant. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. We've got 1:23 left to play in the first, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. Memphis trails by 11.
And something we've seen the last few years, boxing ones thrown at Curry, although they've had mixed success.
Now here's Melton. Poked loose. Leonard with the ball. Guarded now by Anderson. Here's Wade. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Here's Jones. 56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Well, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
Wade outside. Up top, Curry, defended by Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The offensive rebound. Outside for Curry. Outside Leonard. Fires the three. Here's Chamberlain. It's Curry outside. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
12 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Passed away. And Curry has it in the corner. Another miss by Curry. And so it's Miami. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams. They did it very well.
And here's Culver. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Miami, Antetokounmpo out there with Chris Bosh. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Curry in at the point. Miami leading by 13. And the pass to Bosh. Back to Giannis. Passes it to O'Neal. Here's Wade. Curry dishes to Wade. 4 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. Again, Curry missing.
I think he better come up with some different ways to get his points tonight. 3, not one of them. Ain't working.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Brandon Clark. Jordan, he's checked in for Miami. Russell Westbrook comes in for Stephen Curry. Now, here's Culver. Jackson setting the pick here for Culver. On the wing, Jackson. Westbrook against Morant. Westbrook with the nice D there. And so here is Miami. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. And O'Neal gets it to go.
And O'Neal, just a brute on the block, simply overpowers the opposition. They have full court, man-to-man defense here.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Now here's Morant. Westbrook with the block.
Always in a relentless pursuit of the ball. Westbrook is capable of making stand-out defensive plays.
Baines checked in for the Grizzlies. Miami leading by 15. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Antetokounmpo has got 7 points in the game. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. And the basket by Jackson.
I mean, one of the more dynamic passes to enter this league. I mean, in a while, if you ask me. Morant, he's in full control of this offense. Yeah, and the Grizzlies used to be a half-court, slow-it-down team. When you draft Ja Morant, it's time to open the floodgates because he is devastating in transition.
And Jordan gets it to go.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
And Memphis making a change here. Anderson's checked in. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
And the hang time for Ja Morant is incredible. His favorite player growing up was Russell Westbrook. And he's got the bunnies to hold his own with Russ.
And to me,
Michael Jordan.
You won't find a much more entertaining sight. I'd call that slam dunk contest level.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. O'Neal. Good ball movement here by Miami. 2 points. That one goes. And that's 12 points for Jordan.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Bane. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Morant with it. 1:44 left to play here in the second quarter. 6 to shoot. Back to Anderson. Takes the three. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Home team ball.
So both teams making some changes here. There's 1:38 left now here in the second. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation. Some changes for Memphis. Tillman comes in for Adams. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Bane. And then for Miami, Wade comes in for Michael Jordan. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Here's James. Comes up empty down low.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
6 on the shot clock. Outside Leonard. Driving inside. Wade with no one around. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Wade's got 5 points so far.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
1:03 left here in the second. A challenging stretch here for Memphis. Jones looking for an opening. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. Conchar comes in for Anderson.
For your home team, Brandon Clark.
52 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Melton. To end the run, and the rejection by James.
Oh, what a swat by LeBron, working hard to be all over.
James sets the screen for Wade. Outside Curry. And he uses the glass on the layup.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Here's Melton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Clark, a screen on Wade. Here's Melton. And Wade sends it back.
Wade is an excellent shot blocker from the 2 spot. I mean, he's remarkable at timing his jumps and swatting shots back.
Here's Clark, and it's Clark with the jam. And Miami has possession. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Here's Curry. Here's Chamberlain. From past the arc. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Miami holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Then it's Williams. Then there's Ja Morant. And it's Bane in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Count that one.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime with the defensive.
Miami leading by 23. Outside Jordan. Bosch passes to O'Neal. Westbrook kicks to Jordan. And the rejection by Jackson. Clock is at 3. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
He's not going to think twice about that. I mean, once it's tight, Westbrook is going to go into the rim. And he might dunk on you because he's going to finish hard.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Here's Bane. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Miami controlling the game. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. And a wide open look for Jordan. That doesn't go either for Jordan. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Pass to Bane. There's the triple. Good, and a nice assist for Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
O'Neal passes to Westbrook. Good ball movement here by Miami. Giannis against Williams. From 10 feet out. O'Neal kicks to Westbrook. Clock at 4. Takes it inside. O'Neal misses. They get a hand on it. Memphis trails by 17. Here's Morant. Again, Memphis.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Outside Westbrook. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Williams. Outside for Jordan. Good on the triple. Jordan's got 15 points.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
So both teams changing it up here. Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Memphis with the ball. They trail by 18. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wade. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Now Anderson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Curry outside. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. 5 points in the game.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And you look at how teams defend Curry, Chris, you have to grab and be physical, they say, to slow him down.
Yeah, Kevin, Curry is so difficult to ref. He gets fouled off ball on almost every play. But teams know they can't let him have free movement or he'll hit him with a three.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Wade's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Clark outside. Clark a screen on Leonard. Inside, Jones. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Veteran Wade, man, as this guy gets old, he continues to get it done. One of the best shooting guards of all time.
Conchar is checked in for Anderson.
That's his first person.
And Wade drops them both. 44 seconds left in the third. Curry against Jones. Down low, here's Clark, and then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Curry deciding where to go with it. The pass to Chamberlain. Lets the three fly, and there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Chamberlain. Curry's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Miami. And so it's Memphis with it. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
16 seconds left here in the third quarter. It's deflected. Here's Leonard driving the lane, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Absolutely relentless. They're in the flow and riding that wave for as long as they can.
Like the pass from Clark there, showing he can be a piece of the puzzle.
And so it's Miami holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. And we'll be back with you shortly. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Miami controlling the game. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. They've got Kyrie Irving. LeBron James is out there with Chamberlain. And there's Bryant, and it's Pippen in at the 3 spot.
When James gets you in the air, I mean, you're toast. He's superb at going right into the contact.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Miami.
If you want to see how efficient the offense is running, a great stat to look at is points off assist. And they've gotten a ton of assists throughout this game.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
And both free throws, good for James.
You love LeBron's work ethic on the court. I mean, King James, he doesn't just sit on his throne. He puts in the sweat to make a difference on every single play.
Now, here's Culver. T right on him. Tipped away. LeBron with it. Culver covering. And James throws it down.
Oh, man, the all-around game of James, capable of dominating you on both ends of the floor, like right there.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Aldama, covered by LeBron. Shot clock at 6. Aldama. That one, no good. And it's Miami the other way.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset, I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
And here's Jones. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. And the rejection by James. On the basket by Jones. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking. And more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Here's Irving. Back to Chamberlain. Outside for Pippen. Conchar pulls it in. So it's the Grizzlies now. Aldama. No good from outside. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Jackson in the corner. Offline with his 3. And it's Miami's ball. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. Got that one up quick. Pippen's got his first 3 points of the game.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Passes it to Jackson. And now here comes Kobe, leading the break. And they pick up 2. Bryant's got 4 this quarter.
And Bryant has always gotten credit for being a fierce defender, clogging and digging, jumping on those steals when they present themselves.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
The ball goes to the away team.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do, man. Make matters worse.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Tillman, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Anderson comes in for John Conchar. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Jones. And here's Anderson from the arc. Bryant with the rebound. Here's Miami now. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Shaq kicks to Bosh. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his second personal foul, second team foul. At the line for the away team.
And the first one at the line is good. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Miami. Dwayne Wade comes in for Kobe. He hits both from the stripe. 1:33 left in the game. Back to Melton. To the paint. Tillman's shot is off. Here's Miami now. This run now up to 13-2. Wade dishes to Bosh. Shaq passes to Westbrook. Kicks it to Giannis. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. Wade outside. 5 on the clock. Giannis outside. They get the rebound. O'Neal shoots the 3. And Giannis Antetokounmpo for 3.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Stolen by Westbrook. Tries from 16. Here's Shaq. And the dunk by O'Neal.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
This is what guys play for. And when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
40 seconds left in the fourth. Anderson in the post. Giannis is there. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. 34 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Aldama, he's covered by Bosh.
Chris Bosh. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
First one falls for him.
Shooting for your home team. Taking 2 shots.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. Good ball movement here by Miami. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
Away team's ball.
Here's Shaq. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Wade from outside. And again, Miami with the triple.
For 3.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
And it's sent back by Bosh. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Jarrett Culver.
Wade is one of the best at ever drawing contact. Look, he's solid at getting the D
Shooting
to
for
foul
the
him while
away
he's shooting.
team. Dwayne Wade. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Wade. Both shots good from the stripe. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Olney, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. See you next time.